I'm Teisha Bader with Shalom TV's news update for Wednesday, May the 14th, 2014. A rocket was fired at southern Israel from the Gaza Strip early this morning. No injuries or damage was reported. The rocket is believed to have landed in an open area in the Chof Ashkelon Regional Council. Israeli security forces were searching for its remnants. The IDF took down several structures of an illegal outpost in the West Bank this morning, following a high court order to do so. A total of 11 structures were demolished in the West Bank outpost of Ma'ale Rechavam, located in Gush Etzion. A group of activists tried to block the soldiers from entering the area and from evacuating the settlers there. 5 people were arrested. A high court had ruled that the structures were illegally built on private Palestinian property. The U.S. State Department is sending its special envoy to monitor and combat anti-Semitism to several cities over the next few weeks to meet with Jewish communal leaders and government officials. Special Envoy Ira Foreman left the U.S. today for Kiev in Ukraine to assess the situation facing the Jewish community there. He will then go to Ankara and Istanbul in Turkey and then on to Jerusalem and Tel Aviv, where he will be from May the 25th through the 28th and meet with government officials and non-governmental organizations.
Public opinion research in over 100
The
countries.
Anti-Defamation League has released the results of an unprecedented survey of anti-Semitic attitudes. The ADL Global 100, an index of anti-Semitism, was released yesterday at a press conference in New York City, and Shalom TV was there. The index surveyed 53,100 adults in 102 countries and territories to try and establish for the very first time a comprehensive study of the level and intensity of anti-Jewish sentiment across the world. It found that 26%, or 1 in 4 of those asked, are deeply infected with anti-Semitic attitudes. ADL National Director Abe Foxman said, "For the first time, we have a real sense of how pervasive and persistent anti-Semitism is today around the world." He said the data from the Global 100 Index enables us to look beyond anti-Semitic incidents and rhetoric and quantify the prevalence of anti-Semitic attitudes across the globe. He said we can now identify hot spots as well as countries and regions of the world where hatred of Jews is essentially non-existent. Those hot spots or high-ranking countries were mostly found in the Middle East and North Africa, where 74% of those surveyed agreed with many of the anti-Semitic stereotypes in the questions asked. In Eastern Europe, those statistics were 34% and Western Europe 24%. The least amount of anti-Semitic attitudes were found in places like Laos, where only 0.2% of the adult population was found to hold such anti-Semitic views. The Philippines, Sweden, and the Netherlands also came in low at 5%, and the UK came in at 8%. The US was found to have 9%. After the results, Foxman said the ADL was truly disappointed that deep anti-Semitism remained in many countries where they had hoped to see lower numbers, referring in particular to some countries in Eastern Europe that had experienced the Holocaust firsthand. Foxman, however, said there was a silver lining in countries like Denmark, the UK, the Netherlands, and Sweden, with the very low levels of anti-Semitic beliefs. And in particular, Foxman said the Czech Republic stood out as one of the lowest ranked countries in Eastern Europe, with only 13% of the population holding anti-Semitic views. He said that was a testament to the high levels of tolerance and acceptance in Czech society.
Gift to all of us that he has agreed
Rabbi
to do
William
this.
Gershon was
Rabbi
installed
Gershon.
last night as the new president of the Rabbinical Assembly, the International Association of Conservative Rabbis. The ceremony was held at Congregation Sha'arit Israel in Dallas, Texas, the congregation Gershon has led since 1998. Gershon is also a recipient of the Solomon Schechter Award in Jewish Family Education and a senior rabbinic fellow of the Shalom Hartman Institute in Jerusalem. He's also a member of AIPAC's National Council, as well as of the Chancellor's Rabbinic Cabinet at the Jewish Theological Seminary, where he was ordained in 1987.
Thank you all so much.
Executive Vice President of the Rabbinical Assembly, Rabbi Julie Schoenfeld, said of Gershon, his dynamic approach to leadership in the conservative movement and in the Jewish world more broadly will be crucial to bringing about change in our ever-evolving communities. And turning now to our Shalom TV programming for tonight, Wednesday, May the 14th. Special programming continues here on Shalom TV to mark the anniversary of Israel's Declaration of Independence on this day in 1948, including an intimate perspective on life in the Jewish state by Shachar Azani, Israel's consul for media affairs in New York. That's on L'chaim tonight at 9 o'clock with Mark Golub. For more programming information, you can go to the website shalomtv.com. And that's Shalom TV's news update for Wednesday, May the 14th, 2014. I'm Teisha Vader.